Hello, dear friend. Let's begin with a moment of honesty. When the phrase male massage comes up, what's your first instinct? A raised eyebrow? A wry chuckle? Maybe even a dismissive shrug that says, "Come on, I'm in my 60s or 70s. What good would that do now?" I hear you, but let me assure you, what you're about to discover is no laughing matter. It's not a gimmick, and it's not a hollow promise wrapped in shiny packaging. It's a practice rooted in ancient wisdom, backed by modern science, and, most importantly, built for men just like you who are ready to feel alive again. Today, I want to share with you a deeply practical, completely natural method to restore your sense of masculinity. No pills, no hormone therapy, no clinic appointments, and definitely no grueling gym sessions. All you need are your own two hands, some quiet time, and a willingness to tune in to the body that's been waiting, sometimes for years, for you to truly come home to it. This isn't about luxury or self-indulgence. This is about renewal. It's about reestablishing a connection with yourself that perhaps got buried beneath years of stress, routine, or emotional distance. It's about reclaiming a feeling of control, confidence, and presence in your life. Age is not the enemy here. In fact, no matter where you fall on the age spectrum, whether 60, 70, or beyond, the way you care for your body today will shape the quality of your life tomorrow. That's a truth worth holding on to. And if you stay with me through this video, or in this case, this message, you're going to uncover something most men have never even thought about. Something that could be the very key to restoring your natural vitality from the inside out. And it starts not with something you buy, but with something you feel. Before we dive in, let me ask, where in the world are you tuning in from? I'd truly love to know who I'm sharing this space with. Leave a comment below if you're reading or watching along. And if this is your first visit to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This way, you won't miss any of the valuable insights we'll continue sharing on health, energy, and the art of masculine restoration after 60. Now let's get to the heart of it. What is it about something as simple as massage, a technique using only your own hands, that could utterly change the way you experience yourself? Let's find out together. Why male restorative massage becomes essential after 60. Let's face it, once you reach your 60s, your body starts to speak a new language. Energy feels like it comes with a price tag. Intimacy becomes less predictable. That familiar sense of physical readiness you once took for granted, it begins to fade, quietly and without warning. Many men begin noticing a dull heaviness in the lower abdomen, a sluggishness in physical response, or even a creeping disconnect from the sensations that once brought joy, confidence, and intimacy. And if you've ever caught yourself thinking, maybe my body's just past its prime, let me stop you right there. That is not the truth. You're not broken, you're not alone, and most importantly, you're far from finished. Male restorative massage isn't about pampering. It's a focused, meaningful practice that revives blood flow to the lower body, the very core of your masculine strength. It releases tension that builds up silently around the pelvic floor muscles. It reawakens nerves that over time have gone dormant from lack of use or chronic stress. Think of your body like a finely crafted musical instrument that's gone slightly out of tune. The right massage doesn't just soothe, it retunes you. It restores harmony to the melody of manhood that still resides within you. But this isn't just about how it feels. It's about what science says. Studies confirm that targeted pelvic massage can dramatically improve blood circulation, restore erectile function, and increase physical control during intimacy. Imagine that. Real physiological change from something so simple and natural. Not a pill, not a machine, not a supplement. Just you, your attention, and the power of touch. At this point, you might be wondering, where exactly should you massage? What areas matter most? What techniques actually produce results? Let's move into that next, because understanding the why is powerful, but experiencing the how is transformational. What happens inside your body? When you begin now, let's talk about the inner mechanics. What's actually going on inside your body when you start giving attention to places long ignored? For many men, the pelvic area has become one of those off-limits zones. either handed over to medications or avoided entirely due to discomfort, shame, or unfamiliarity. But here's where everything begins to shift. When you begin massaging areas like your lower abdomen, perineum, that space between your testicles and anus, or the base of your penis, you're setting off a cascade of physical reactions that are both profound and immediate. First, you're enhancing blood flow. When you apply gentle pressure and purposeful movement to these areas, your blood vessels dilate. The fancy term is vasodilation, but all it really means is this: blood starts flowing more freely, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues that may have been ignored for years. These include the very tissues responsible for erections, for stamina, for that spark you remember from earlier days. This isn't hypothetical, it's physical. Second, you're awakening your sexual nervous system. Along the perineum and base of the penis runs the pudendal nerve, one of the key players in sexual arousal and sensation. Regular massage here helps reestablish that vital line of communication between your body and brain. That means stronger signals, more awareness, and better control, especially for men who've struggled with delayed reactions, decreased sensitivity, or an overeager finish. Third, and perhaps most overlooked, you're releasing the tension buried deep in your pelvic floor. These are the muscles that wrap around your bladder, prostate, and large intestine. They tighten from years of stress, sitting, or simply never being consciously relaxed. Gentle massage can undo that tightness, which leads to improved bladder control, reduced premature ejaculation, and heightened feeling during intimate moments. Sounds like a full-body therapy, doesn't it? But don't worry. This isn't about getting a certification in massage or studying Eastern medicine. A few simple techniques, done with intention and care, can unlock more change than you'd think possible. Best of all, you can start in your own room, today, with your own hands. Simple yet powerful massage techniques so that you can start today. This next part might be what you've been waiting for: the hands-on, practical techniques that can stir up energy, awaken sensation, and restore balance in a natural, grounded way. The beauty of these techniques lies in their simplicity. You don't need a professional background. You just need patience, curiosity, and the willingness to feel. The first is called the ring glide. With your thumb and index finger, form a relaxed circle at the base of your penis. Then, gently glide your hand toward the tip in a slow, deliberate rhythm. This isn't about pressure, it's about flow. Think of it as encouraging circulation, not forcing it. This technique boosts blood flow, sharpens nerve sensitivity, and helps improve ejaculation control over time. Next is the perineal release. This area, between the testicles and the anus, is a tension hotspot for many men. Using clean fingertips, apply light, circular pressure while maintaining steady breathing. It might feel unfamiliar at first, but stick with it. The area will begin to loosen and over time become more responsive and less tense. Finally, try the breathe-touch rhythm. Take a deep, slow breath in. As you exhale, gently stroke your lower abdomen or inner thighs in sync with your breath. This simple act connects sensation with relaxation, helping to calm the mind and deepen the experience. Many men find this step incredibly grounding, especially when anxiety or performance pressure has been an issue. These aren't tricks, they're tools. Powerful tools to help you re-inhabit your body with presence and respect. No gimmicks, no gadgets, just you and your breath, your intention, and your healing touch. Creating the right environment. A sanctuary for self-renewal. Before we go deeper into technique, there's one foundational piece we need to talk about: your environment, because how you prepare matters. This isn't just about the physical space around you. It's about the message you're sending to your own nervous system. This is my time. I'm here to restore, not perform. Do you need candles and meditation music? Only if that helps you feel calm. What matters more is intentionality. Turn off distractions, the TV, the phone, the mental list of things you need to do. Choose soft, warm lighting instead of harsh overhead bulbs. Let your nervous system understand that you're stepping into a space of calm, not one of alertness or pressure. Play soft music or enjoy the stillness of silence, whatever invites you into presence. Add a few drops of essential oils like sandalwood or rosemary if you like, but always test for sensitivity first. You're not marinating for a barbecue. You're preparing for relaxation. Wash your hands, warm them up with friction, and use a natural oil like coconut, almond, or unscented lotion. Avoid strong perfumes or synthetic chemicals. Let the simplicity speak, and then just breathe. 3 slow, deep breaths. Let them be your entryway into something more sacred. Reconnection. Now that your environment is set, your breath is anchored, and your body is open, it's time to invite your mind into the experience. Too many men believe physical restoration is purely about muscles or blood flow. But the truth is, it starts with mental presence. That's why this next step is about awakening your awareness before you begin to touch. I call it the mental warm-up, a grounding process to recenter your attention and connect to your body with full presence. Because let's face it, we spend so much of our lives in our heads, solving problems, managing schedules, pushing emotions aside to keep it together. But now, this is where you drop into yourself, not to analyze, but to feel. So here's how it works. Sit or lie comfortably, place one hand on your heart and the other on your lower belly. Close your eyes and simply breathe into both places. Let your attention rest on the warmth of your hands. As you inhale, feel your chest rise. As you exhale, notice your belly soften. Do this for 2 minutes. That's it. 2 minutes of attention, that signal to your nervous system. It's safe to relax now. You're home. From here, your massage becomes more than a mechanical task. It becomes a ritual of restoration. One where each stroke, each breath, is a conscious act of healing. You're not just massaging tissue, you're restoring trust in your own body. And trust, my friend, is the foundation of masculine vitality. How this practice rebuilds confidence and intimacy. Let's get honest for a moment. For many men in their 60s or beyond, intimacy begins to feel like a distant memory. Not just the physical act, but the desire, the confidence, the spontaneity. It all seems to fade. But here's what I want you to know. That part of you isn't gone. It's not broken, it's dormant. And the work you're doing now, this conscious touch, this reconnection, it reignites that part from the inside. You see, intimacy doesn't begin in the bedroom. It begins in the body, in how present you are with yourself, how aware you are of sensation, how connected you feel to the rhythm of your own breath, your own energy. When you start this massage practice, you're essentially re-educating your body to feel again, to respond again, to believe again. And that belief, it spills into everything. Your posture shifts, you walk taller, you speak with more calm authority, you become more attuned, not just to pleasure, but to presence. That's what partners notice. That's what makes you magnetic again. Not some fleeting performance trick, but the slow, steady return of embodied confidence. This is especially powerful for men who've experienced frustration, whether from early ejaculation, performance anxiety, or even complete disinterest. These aren't failures, they're signals. Your body isn't punishing you. It's just asking you to listen. And through this practice, you finally are. How often should you do this, and what to expect over time? Let's bring this down to a practical rhythm. How often should I do this? You may be wondering. The answer? Start small and stay consistent. Aim for 3 to 4 sessions a week, 15 to 20 minutes each. You're not training for a marathon. You're training for renewal. For many men, noticeable changes begin to appear within just 2 to 3 weeks. Increased sensitivity, stronger erections, deeper relaxation, and yes, even a return of desire you thought had vanished. But this isn't a one-and-done fix. Think of it like watering a plant. You can't dump a gallon of water on it once and expect it to thrive. It needs regular care, gentle attention, and the belief that even slow growth is growth. Over time, this becomes more than a technique. It becomes part of your lifestyle, a new rhythm of respect for your body and all that it's capable of. You might even find yourself looking forward to it, not just for the results, but for the way it makes you feel in the moment. That sense of ease, of peace, of connection. And when you realize that you alone created that feeling, without pills, without pressure, just your own hands and awareness, that's when the real transformation begins. Bonus insight. Your prostate deserves attention. 2, I want to offer one additional insight that many men overlook, but it's vital. Your prostate, often viewed with either fear or indifference, is actually one of the most important hubs of masculine health. And guess what? Gentle external massage of the perineal area, remember that space between your scrotum and anus, can stimulate the prostate in a safe, non-invasive way. Why does that matter? Because a relaxed, well-circulated prostate is a healthy prostate. Regular stimulation helps reduce inflammation, improve urine flow, and support hormonal balance. It's not something to shy away from. It's something to embrace. It's part of your masculine anatomy, and caring for it is not just wise, it's empowering. Final words. You are not done. You're just getting started. If you've made it this far, whether by reading, listening, or feeling your way through, I want you to know something deeply and clearly. You are not done, not even close. I don't care what your age says on paper. I care about the life that still pulses within you, the fire that still flickers beneath the surface, the strength that's been waiting for you to come back to it. Not by force, but by presence. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring the man you are today. It's about showing up for your body not with frustration, but with reverence. You've carried so much: responsibility, pressure, expectation. Isn't it time you carried something else? Peace, power, pleasure. And it all starts in the quiet space of your own room, with your own 2 hands and a willingness to feel again. This practice is here for you, not just today, but whenever you're ready. Bookmark it. Return to it. Make it your own. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to show up. And if this resonated with you, if you felt a flicker of, yes, this is what I've been missing, then do one more thing for yourself. Subscribe to the channel or leave a comment sharing what this opened up for you. Your words might be the encouragement another man needs to begin his journey back to wholeness too. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me with your attention. And thank you for taking this powerful step toward reclaiming the masculine vitality that is, and always has been, yours. Until next time, breathe deeply, touch gently, and live fully.